A sleepy social media manager's late-night narrative. Approx 3,000 words. It's quiet now. Not the kind of quiet that feels empty, but the kind that settles in once the notifications slow down. The kind that arrives after the last scheduled post has gone out, after the analytics dashboards stop refreshing themselves every few seconds, after the blue glow of the screen feels softer than it did earlier in the day. This is usually when the thinking happens. A social media manager spends most of the day reacting, responding, adjusting, watching numbers rise, watching them fall, watching patterns form and dissolve before they can be fully understood. But late at night, when the algorithms are still working but the people have mostly logged off, there's space to breathe, space to reflect, space to let thoughts wander without the pressure of optimization. The chair creaks slightly when shifting weight. The room is dim, lit only by a monitor turned down to its lowest brightness setting. There's no rush now, no deadline looming in the next 5 minutes, just time. Scrolling back through the day's content feels different at night. The same videos, the same images, the same captions. Earlier they were tasks, deliverables, pieces of a system. Now they feel like artifacts. Small signals sent out into a vast digital ocean, each one hoping to connect with someone, somewhere, at just the right moment. It's easy to forget that social media is made of people. During the day it becomes graphs and percentages, retention curves, engagement ratios, watch time and impressions, everything flattened into numbers that are easy to compare and harder to feel. But at night, the comments read differently. A single emoji left by a stranger feels quieter, more human. A short reply carries more weight when it's not buried beneath 1,000 others. The algorithms never sleep. That's something learned early on. Content keeps moving even when the office lights are off, even when the phone is face down on the table. Somewhere, a feed refreshes. Somewhere, a video auto-plays. Somewhere, a person pauses their scroll for half a second longer than usual, and a system takes note. That half second matters. It's strange to think how much effort goes into earning a moment that brief. Hours of planning for seconds of attention, days of iteration for a blink of interest. But when it works, when something resonates, it doesn't feel transactional. It feels like alignment, like the timing was right, like the message found the right eyes at the right moment. Late at night, the pressure to chase trends feels distant. The urgency to keep up fades. What remains is a quieter understanding of rhythm, of pacing, of knowing when to post and also when not to, knowing when silence is better than noise. A sleepy social media manager understands this instinctively. There's a comfort in routine, opening the same dashboards, checking the same metrics, watching familiar patterns unfold. It's not glamorous, but it's grounding, like listening to rain against a window or the hum of a refrigerator in the next room. Predictable, steady. Some posts perform better than expected, others fade quickly, most land somewhere in between. At night, there's less judgment attached to these outcomes. A low-performing post isn't a failure, it's just data. A high-performing one isn't a victory, it's just momentum. Momentum is fleeting. That's another thing learned over time. Virality is temporary. Attention shifts. What works today might not work tomorrow, and that's okay. The goal isn't to capture everything. It's to remain present, to keep showing up with intention even when the results aren't immediate. The best ideas often arrive in these quiet hours. Not the loud, obvious ones, not the ones borrowed from trending lists or popular templates, but the softer ideas, the ones that feel honest, the ones that don't demand attention but invite it, ideas that unfold slowly like a thought forming just before sleep. Sometimes it's a visual, sometimes it's a phrase, sometimes it's just a feeling, an understanding of tone, of mood, of what might resonate without needing to shout. There's something reassuring about knowing that not everything needs to perform perfectly, that content can exist simply to exist, that not every post has to convert or scale or optimize. Some can just be there. The screen refreshes quietly. A few new impressions trickle in. A like appears. Then nothing for a while. That's fine. The work is already done. The systems are in motion. There's no need to intervene. This is the part of the job no one talks about much. The waiting, the observing, the trust in processes that can't be fully controlled. It requires patience. And patience is easier at night when expectations are lower and the world feels slower. There's a subtle satisfaction in knowing that somewhere, someone might be watching something created hours ago, or days ago, or weeks ago. Content has a life beyond the moment it's posted. It drifts, it resurfaces, it finds new contexts. A sleepy social media manager learns to let go, to release content into the feed without clinging to outcomes, to understand that impact isn't always immediate or visible, that sometimes the most meaningful interactions are quiet ones, unseen by dashboards and reports. The chair creaks again. The room feels warmer now, or maybe that's just fatigue settling in. Eyes linger on the screen a little longer than necessary, reading the same numbers again without urgency. There's no need to refresh anymore. Tomorrow will bring new tasks, new ideas, new posts, but tonight is for stillness, for acknowledging the work without dissecting it, for appreciating the strange balance between creativity and analytics that defines this role. It's a peculiar profession, part storyteller, part technician, part observer, part participant, always connected, yet often alone with thoughts and screens. And yet there's meaning in it, in helping messages travel, in shaping how ideas are presented, in creating moments of pause in endless scrolls. Even brief pauses matter, especially brief pauses. The screen dims automatically after a moment of inactivity. That's the signal. It's time to step away, to let the systems continue without supervision, to trust that what was put out into the world will do whatever it's meant to do. The night holds the rest. Quietly, slowly, without urgency,